Grassroots organization that started out broadcasting out of a study room in the Columbia City Library. We formed alliances with groups like the HCAACD, worked with city government, private developers, and a variety of arts organizations to promote sustainable art space, land acquisition, and ownership for arts organizations. I'm sure many were shocked when we leased 3 properties in the heart of Columbia City, providing our community members with business opportunities for a hair salon, barbershop, recording studio, rental hall, youth concert and celebration space, artist residency, and an art gallery, among the other multiple uses. We are continuing that growth as we move towards ownership of property in the Central District and in land acquisition in South Seattle's Columbia City to preserve the historical and cultural artistic integrity of our communities and ensure that independent voices continue to be heard. So for those of you who have found out about us recently, we thank you on our birthday for allowing us to broadcast our community-created content however and wherever you listen and watch. If you'd like to make a birthday donation to Rainier Avenue Radio, it would be much appreciated. Yes, times are tough, so any amount would be greatly appreciated. You will see the results. Here's how you can donate. You can go to our website at rainieravenueradio.world and go to the donate page. You can Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. You can send a check to Rainier Avenue Radio, P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington, 98118. You can donate to Shunpike, which is our fiscal agent. Just indicate that your contribution is for Rainier Avenue Radio. Shunpike is the 501c3 nonprofit agency that provides independent art groups like ours in Washington State services, resources, and opportunities. Once again, happy birthday to us at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We are your community radio station. We will continue to provide you with community-created content, broadcast live from our communities, and of course, we'll bring you high school sports like nobody else can. Join us in celebration. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Hello there, world. Bettina, Carey here, and I'm your host of We Empower You to Shatter Your Glass Ceiling. And I may be only 4'9.5", but what I do is big. Dream big, break through, and shatter revenue and earnings glass ceilings. Kick self-imposed limitations to the curb, and I'm teaching others how to do the same. Do you feel empowered in all areas of your life? If you're like most people, you'll likely say no. And that's why it's so important for us to be together, to empower one another, and to empower each other in a way that will last a lifetime. I'm a Latina, and I'm inspiring and motivating others, including bold men and women, to get big results. We Empower You is live now on Rainier Avenue Radio, and I'm so excited to be a part of this wonderful platform. Do you want to unlock your power and hidden potential? Our lineup of guests have stories that are so insightful, educational, inspirational, entertaining, and that includes their experiences of breaking through, breaking the rules, the status quo, advocating for others, and so much more. And each has their own unique circumstances that drives them to live out their dreams of owning and running their own small business. So our guest today will be delivering powerful information and mentoring to ignite passion, cutting-edge thinking, and help you to shatter your revenue glass ceiling. She has broken through her own glass ceiling to discover her true inner potential. And she's going to offer stories of hope, motivation, encouragement, courage, success, and life lessons. So a little bit about Shea Vaughn. She's the president of Worldwide TV Network. Shea Vaughn is the creator of She-Netics, a values-based, doctor-endorsed lifestyle practice that has earned her the nickname America's Queen of Wellness and the acclaim of the city of Chicago and its Department of Public Health. She's also an award-winning entrepreneur, and she's committed to getting women seen and heard. She founded the Women on TV Network, which today, under her new banner, Worldwide TV Network, also includes the Faith and Family TV and Worldwide TV network channels, which command an audience that reaches over 50 million viewers through Roku TV, Apple TV, and other major OTT platforms. And I'm hoping that Shea has joined us in the background here. And I believe she's still trying to get on. So while she's trying to get into this StreamYard with us, what I'd like to just share with you is that Shea has a really powerful story. Her story of motivation and creating a product and launching it and then turning around and creating this platform, bar none, is one of the stories of success that everyone out there watching is going to want to be a part of. So I'm looking forward to welcoming you here, Shea, and come on in to this wonderful communication. You made it, Shea. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Oh, I'm happy, and thank you so much for having me today.
Sure thing. So, COVID reared its ugly head last year, and just about that time, we all had to reconfigure ourselves, think about how we might reinvent what was, appearing to be broken. But you had created something before COVID that's going to be lasting a lifetime, I believe. So tell us a little bit about your unique background in health and wellness and what's taken you to create this wonderful platform.
Well, thank you for asking me that. As a young girl, I kind of was doing flip-flops all over the house and doing things like that and driving my mother crazy. And so she put me into dance. And I was a gymnast. And as time went along, I was actually put into teams, and I'd go and travel all over the place, and I was performing. And one of the things that you learn is that you need to show up on time, that you need to be able to, focus on, learning what you need to do, and all of those great things. And so as I was traveling around, I thought I was the cat's meow. I mean, I'm 8 years old and I'm going all over and performing. And so actually it was, many years later that I realized that, well, maybe it's not so much about me. And so I did grow up enough and it was organic for me to basically go into the health and wellness industry. And so doing that, I was asked to be on TV all the time. In fact, I'd have people calling me and they'd say to me, what are you going to do tomorrow? And I'd say, well, I'm either going to be standing on my head or I might make smoothies for everybody. So it was like just so much fun. I was on Windy City Live, I was on Fox, I was on CBS, NBC, and as a contributor. And we did challenges and I did make smoothies and talk about the importance of really, not just giving your body all the nutrition that you need, the good and healthy ones, but also your mind also. You need to just have, you need to think about when you're waking up in the morning about, what the day's going to be, but you're always going to know that it's going to be wonderful. We're so lucky, every day that we wake up to be alive and to have that day to make it whatever we want to do that. And yes. So, and then I actually just continued, to do a lot of teaching and training and all of those kinds of things. I was on TV all the time. I spent 12 years in finance and 12 years in real estate. And the thing about that, it gave me the business side of things that is important, building businesses. And the other side of that was really what my heart was all about. And that was truly helping other people and doing anything that I could on the health and wellness side to get them healthy.
Yes. And, the health of ourselves is more important these days right now, as we, of course, are in the middle of a pandemic. I've had my own health issues this last year, and I have to say that it's become a top priority to be healthy and wealthy and wise. You also wrote the book Breakthrough, the 5 living principles to defeat stress, look great, and find total well-being. Share a little bit more about why you wrote this book. And of course, it's probably one of the best books to read right about now.
It's a great book. And I don't say that because it's because I wrote it. It's good because there's so many things in there that you can really relate with. And I think that becomes really important. And I think that people need, guidance. They need tools that they can work to be able to figure out what it is that they want to do in life. And is this the right thing? Is it something I should walk away from? All of those questions always come up. And so in the book, it talks about the 5 principles of success and wellness. And so those are commitment, perseverance, self-control, integrity, and love. And those are words that you've heard, but when you put them in that line and you realize that what is the importance of those things, listen, any business that is done, if you're going to be successful at it, the main thing is you've got to be committed. If you're not committed, you're never going to get to the second one. So commitment, perseverance. If you're not going to persevere through the work that needs to be done, which happens all the time. Look at how many times people say, okay, I'm going to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds. It doesn't make any difference. 2 weeks later, they're not doing it. They're not sticking to it. And yet so many times you hear, I'm giving it my best. And I hope that that's always what you are doing. But unfortunately, I find more people using those words really as something that makes them feel good, not necessarily as truthful. When you're really committed, when you're doing the work that you need to do and you're pushing through it, look, we all get to that point where it's, okay, I'm done with this, I can't do it, all of those kinds of things. That's the worst thing that you can do. Don't give up. That's what it's all about. It's what don't be up. And be honest with yourself, integrity. Know that you're the only person that's going to be able to do this. Nobody's going to do it for you. But at the end of all of this, you will love yourself. You will see business. You will see things that you wanted to accomplish. And those are the things that are going to go directly to your heart and make you feel wonderful and realize that you broke through all of those things.
Yeah, so breaking through is what this show is all about. And you just shattered that glass ceiling, right? So wealth and health, they're tied together. I mean, this is an important conversation, never giving up, tying yourself down to, a goal and achieving it and moving forward is so important in order to achieve that financial well-being that we're always talking about and that earnings glass ceiling. And so one of the things that you did was you broke into it was new at the time, an industry called OTT. That stands for over-the-top technology. And it is the way that you're making a living now. It is a platform that you've created for anyone and everyone. It's called Worldwide TV Network. Tell us a little bit about what brought you to create this show.
Well, actually, the first one that I did, which was 6 years ago, was Women on TV. It's up and thriving. It's great. It makes me smile every single day of my life, seeing the people, the women that have always dreamed of having a broader audience. And back then, there wasn't the opportunities to really have an OTT platform. But now you're seeing they're all over the place. Streaming is here to stay. They're not going away. And one of the things that everybody loves is they want to watch TV, whatever show that is or whatever, when they want to and what they want to. And so that is something that is really growing. It's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Television, even on podcasts and other things that are happening, it's all going to end up in TV. That's exactly where this is going. And I think that one of the things that's really important to understand is that with that growth, you don't have to be, thank you for putting that up, you don't have to be a star or to be a celebrity to be a star. One of the reasons that I built it in the first place is I was offered to have my own show. And when I looked at the contract and I thought, oh, I'm going to just be working for them. They're going to tell me what to say, how to do it, when I need to be there. I'm not that girl. I'm that freedom person that's creative. There's a lot of things that I do well, but there's a lot of things I don't do well. And I think we're all like that. And that's okay. But one of the things that I never wanted to really do is to really not be able to use the creativity that God gives all of us, and to be able to utilize that to its best, and to help other people to realize that.
I love it. I love it. I mean, this is a really big platform. And so tell us a little bit more about what this OTT is really all about, and the networks themselves.
Well, OTT, just so you understand, that it stands for over the top, but it actually refers to film and television content that's provided by a high-speed internet connection. So in other words, what it's really saying, you're not using cable, you're not using satellite, it actually stands on its own. Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing that you need to know. As far as the network is concerned, our partners and who we stream through is Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, Google, all the Androids, and you can watch it on anything that you want to. And this is really what's happened when you really take a look at it. What's going on is that technology, just like us being on here talking today, this was never there. I mean, this is something that is just helping so many people that isn't going to cost them a ton of money to be able to do the things that you're doing, or to do shows in this very same way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so now what you're looking at is, you see www at TVN. This is a picture that I think it's Roku, so that you kind of see what it looks like on there, so that you know that we're there. And these are some of the shows down at the bottom that we have.
And we're on Rainier Avenue Radio, but we're simulcasting using StreamYard, and we're simulcasting on Twitch TV, on YouTube, on Facebook Live. And this is a really another step that folks can take to actually get on a larger platform to reach others. And you have here an example of somebody who's reached for the stars. So tell us a little bit about her, Katie.
So this is Katie. I just love Katie. I actually knew her when I was in Chicago. I did an event that was taking, I think it was about 50 to 60 people, and changed their lives. And I decided I was going to do a gala. And believe me, I've been to galas, but I'd never done one before. And I really like taking things on that I've never done before, but I feel that I can make it happen. I have that grit that I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can, and I won't give up until it actually gets done. So Katie happens to be one of the gals that I was introduced to way back again. And she actually did all the cooking and everything for everybody. And there was 800 people that showed up on that. Wow. And then I was endorsed by the city of Chicago and also by the Department of Health. But when I actually put the network together, she and I were talking about, she was like one of the first people that came on Women on TV. And she just can plates, because that's what she does. If you see all the things, she's like the girl next door. She just has fun with it. She just shows up and she's herself, and people love her, and she's got a great show.
Oh, fantastic. So it's pretty easy to be a part of this process. So share a little bit more about how to start your own TV show.
Well, I think that one of the things that you need to do is to really understand what TV is really all about. And when you have a platform that has a reach of about 50 million, if you really are putting something together, I always try to get with people and talk to them about their brand and, what is their passion? What do they want to do? What do they, how do they want to serve and educate people just like you're doing on this show? I mean, I listened to you talking before we got on, Bettina, and you were so right on everything that you said. You're really that girl. You were that girl with a lot of grit. And I think that we have that in common, which is really great. But in order to do this, you go on to www.tvn.com, and there's a little spot right there that says host your own show. Hit it. There's all kinds of videos that tell you what you can do for productions, all educational things that you can do. So I think the beginning is wanting to get information about how this really works, and watching the videos and going to the network itself to see what it looks like and taking a look at some of the shows and the hosts that are on there.
That's fantastic. So it's also a part of the We Empower You membership club that we have founded this last year. So when COVID reared its ugly head, instead of going underneath, hiding under the blankets, we decided to climb a summit together, you, Lee, and I, and a number of others. So you've given us an opportunity of a lifetime. And we're not going to get into too many details here because we'll be running out of time. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Shea, you have really rocked it. You can share a little bit more about the membership as it relates to
Well, I think this is something that everybody should take a look at. I'm not saying that it is for everyone, but I am saying that if it is for you, this will give you so many things that you never realized. I actually put in there that you could have a 3 to 5 minute video that you could do, and just telling them about yourself and how do you help other people? What is your business all about? What's your why? All of those things that people want to hear, and then they want to hear about how they can get in contact with you. And so that's free to you. Anybody that's listening here that goes to the summit or contacts you, you want to get this package, because it is going to give you so many things that's going to change your life. And I think that this is, I sit sometimes and I think about this, Bettina. I think that Lee really kind of twisted my arm to get all of this out of me, but I'm happy to do it. But you'll never find anything as good as this is.
I know. And you're talking about mentor millionaires, Lee Romanoff, who was on our very first debut show last week. And of course, she is a smooth negotiator. You guys are also friends. I'm, of course, a friend now to you. Thank you, Lee, for that introduction. So you mentioned the summit. And of course, we're talking about the We Empower You Global Virtual Summit. And it's a 12-hour marathon day that we put together. Our next quarterly summit is coming up on June the 9th. This is another way that you can get in touch with both Shea and I, and Lee will be putting this on. So if you're struggling to create a business income and you are struggling around your brand and you don't know how to do one thing or another, we're able to help you. So you're going to come to hear strategies from our industry experts and leaders that are going to help you to shatter your revenue glass ceiling. That's the main glass ceiling we're trying to shatter here. And you're going to gain expertise, network with other entrepreneurs, and create a business that's successful, that's going to propel you to the top. That's what we're all about here. We're going to teach you all about the best viral promotions and incorporate it into your business. Literally everything that you'll need to know to be and have an empowered life in 5 key areas. That's business, leadership, love, life, and health. And so, Shea, you're going to be there. You're going to be occupying about 30 minutes of presentation time. We are so excited to have you back, as always, and the second Wednesday of each quarter.
Well, I want to say also to the audience is that the thing that I love about this is that it's a one day and you meet so many people. You connect with people. You can find collaboration where you find partnerships and different things that you need. And the other thing is communication. Great communication and things that you are looking for are going to be there. And it's just on one day. It's not like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be going through something for 3 days or different things like that. No, put this aside, make it a must, and join us.
Yes, thank you so much. And also something that came to fruition is that we have 500 sponsored tickets for the globe to be utilizing. So if you're watching, you're listening, or you've heard this later on, go to We Empower You. The We Empower You community is at weempoweryourlife.com, that is. And click on the summit tickets and you'll be able to get yourself a sponsored ticket. When they're gone, though. And of course, you can also do mic time for $50 for 30 seconds and $100 for 60 seconds. But come to the summit. It's on us right now for 500 lucky people. We're so excited about this summit. And the There's about 24, almost 30 or more speakers every summit that we put together. We've made it a marathon day so that you can come in and out. It is all recorded. It's also live on YouTube. And so it's a great opportunity. And I want to give a quick plug in for our next show that's going to be coming up, by the way, which is God is Inspiration with DJ Smooth T. And you're going to want to continue to listen to our Rainier Avenue Radio here weekly on Thursdays from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shea, it has been a sheer joy to have you here. What are your final closing thoughts?
I just want to, I think that if I was going to give you something to think about, just think about being positive, and more importantly, give to other people and be kind.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you. This is the We Empower You, Shatter Your Revenue Glass Ceiling. We're here for you every Thursday, again, 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye for now, everyone. Talk to you soon. And bye for now, Shea.
Thank you so much.
Ask most anyone if they feel empowered in all areas of their life. If they're honest, they'll likely say no. Hi, I'm Bettina Carey, and I may be only 4'9½", but what I do is big. Dream big, break through, and connect to powerful people like you. And what I'm doing is inspiring and empowering others to break through, shatter their revenue glass ceiling. And I'm here to tell you that the We Empower You community is where you're going to want to be. It's a community. It's a membership. It's a movement. And what we're doing is helping you to start and run your online business without doing a thing. We're helping you to find angel investors that you don't have to pay back, to run your own membership program where you don't have to do the work, and so much more. We are here to empower you at the We Empower You Global Summit and the WeEmpowerYourLife.com. Visit us on the web at WeEmpowerYourLife.com or text the word Bettina to 555-888. We'll see you at the summit.